is also drawn into the discussion. Standard Bank has advised its customers to contact the bank and arrange personalised solutions should finances be tight. The bank announced a 3-month payment holiday for small business owners and students with loans to give some relief to clients as the country battles the coronavirus pandemic. Standard Bank says businesses must have an annual turnover of less than 20 million rand to qualify. The lender's head of personal and business banking in South Africa, Funeka Montjane, joins us now on the line. Thanks very much for joining us, Funeka. A very most definitely welcomed gesture on the part of Standard Bank. But from the bank's perspective, what will this cost you?
So thank you very much for having us on the line. For us, we see it as one of those times where it's business as unusual, and therefore we have to start to work things very differently. So if you look at this carefully, we've been very clear that the customers who qualify for this, for these two programs, both students and SMEs, are customers in good standing. So if you are already in arrears or already battling, we're asking you rather call us and let's do a personalized solution. The two programs around students and SMEs are opt-out. So we believe that this is absolutely the right thing to do, and what is best for our customers is always what's best for us.
Of course. Funeka, you know, we're all anticipating what may happen in the next few days and perhaps weeks. We don't know whether we are going to have to follow other countries and lock down earlier because of the concern that we may not be able to handle mass illness in the country. And that would mean going into lockdown. Should that happen, is there a possibility that this would be extended to other customers, because there are going to be people like freelance workers and so on who won't be able to make a living?
So I think that you're absolutely right. We are dealing with a fast-moving, ambiguous situation that many of us have not seen in our lifetime. We have to deal things as they happen. So right now, we're starting with small businesses and students, and at a later stage, we'll reassess. But here's an important thing. If you are a freelancer or anyone else, or you're a waiter, because your restaurant is now where you work, it's closed, and you're dependent on tips, you can't pay your personal loan or you can't pay your home loan, don't wait. Pick up the phone call now and let's talk, and we can find a personalized solution for you.
Excellent. Funeka, I don't know whether, of course, Standard Bank is its own person, its own company, but do you think and hope that this might be extended among some of your colleagues in the industry as well?
This is not a competition matter. This is a country matter. You would have seen that Nedbank has already released a statement offering a similar invitation for customers to phone. We would expect that over time, through the Banking Association, all companies would come through, and we'd expect that we would eventually partner with the government. So this is an encouragement for all South Africans to step up across all industries. We can't compete about keeping our country afloat.
Absolutely. And Funeka, one last thing. In terms of your statement, have you had people actually coming forward now and saying, I do need some assistance?
Yes, so the students as well as SMEs, just a reminder, under 20 million turnover, they don't have to call us. They only call us if they don't want to. But in terms of the first population of everyone else, we are starting to get phone calls, and we are highly encouraged by that. We saw this in 2008, 2009, and 2010. Customers did phone us, and what really encouraged us and what gives us the courage to do this is that, you know, over 99% of all our customers actually kept to the agreements that they had with us. So we all trust each other, and we know that in difficult times, we need to work together to pull through.
Funeka, just one last thing. What's your advice to people who are concerned about using cash right now, and perhaps they don't, they're more in the informal economy and don't have cards?
So the most important thing now is that whenever times like this happen, there's always a gift out of it. I believe that e-commerce is going to be one of those very big pivot moment for us to do more things online, which means a lot more digital payments, etc. It's cheaper and it's much more secure and it's much more convenient. So my first issue is please use the opportunity for all of us to basically just get used to the new digital world. However, there is nothing unsafe about physical cash right now in terms of contamination, etc. There is no such risk, or there isn't anything that tells us right now that there is. If you touch cash, you would be contaminated. The big thing is to remember, if you touch anything that's fixed, please wash your hands, even if it's 10 times a day, and have your hand sanitizer even 50 times a day.
Absolutely. Funeka, thank you very much for your time. That was Funeka Montjane. She's Standard Bank South Africa's head of personal and business banking. Meanwhile, FNB and Nedbank have since come out with a similar stance, FNB reaffirming their commitment to help small and medium enterprises and individual customers whose financial position is adversely impacted by the COVID-19 situation. The bank says it's still in discussions with the Banking Association of South Africa and will make further announcements on its support in the days ahead, while Nedbank has advised customers to make arrangements with the lender directly, as they may help in deferring payments or part thereof for a suitable period, extending existing loan periods or extending additional credit to manage short-term cash flow shortfalls.